upwards of 200,000 damage per second, or like not quite 200,000 damage per second, but it's like up to 100,000 damage per second. And there are like some enemies that it just cannot touch. Like there's this new game plus mode called the Steel Path, and the enemies have 250% more health and armor, and 250% more shield if they have shields, right? And their like levels are boosted by 100. So missions that would normally be level 25 are now 125, right?
Oh, right. Yeah.
And it took me a solid 30 seconds to like mow through one of the grunts.
Jeez.
And there are people like it. You can min-max in this game, like hardcore, to the point where your weapons are like your AOE weapons, right? So these are ones that like have explosion on hit. Your AOE weapon are doing 29 million damage in a single hit.
Hey, did you get the notification I just did? I just started streaming something. Did you get that? Do you see it in the stream hub? Because I don't see the link for it.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it.
Okay, maybe it's because I'm signed in on my... Oh, wait, I can do this. Stop it!
Kill all specimens. How are you going to expect me to kill specimens, all specimens, when they infinitely respawn, man? Come on.
Exactly. There we go.
Oh, yeah, and what's better yet is that, basically, this game has a really bad case of power creep.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Where...
we are. I didn't want to interrupt you. We are live, just in case you want.
Yeah. Okay.
To be conscious about what you say. You know, so don't reveal any private information.
Yeah. So this game has a really bad case of power creep, right? Which basically means
you mean
that
Warframe?
Yeah, Warframe. Yeah. Has a really, really, really bad case of power creep.
Right.
Except in the case of it. I won't say like power creep in general, because power creep is just like, you know what power creep is, right? Things get incrementally stronger, like basically nullifying the effects of everything that had come before it, so it's all basically useless.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah. Well, this one has a very specific it's like a special type of power, right? So it's power creep toward a certain playstyle.
Alert.
Where like other things are viable, but you have to work really hard to make them work in any function, right?
Data indicates they
but there are just some things like
it's such a
I think
waste.
like most people call them like nuke abilities, where you just hit them and then everything in a 6-mile radius is instantly dead,
right?
No matter what it is, because you stack that ability so high that there's no way anything could survive it.
Tom, do we have a working translation of their
language? It's that kind of thing, right? Because if you're using, and there's also the thing of like melee weapons that are just way better than guns in every way possible.
Yeah, I can see that.
We have to make contact with them.
I mean, like, guns are supposed to work, but nobody uses them because melee weapons are just so much better.
I do remember that.
Yeah, like, and it's not even the fault of the guns. They're not bad. It's just that melee weapons are so, like, so stupidly better.
So let's start with, who are you?
We are Romans. We are enemies of your president, the hierarchy.
I know I stopped playing Warframe.
I'd appreciate you telling me
I must have stopped playing Warframe like probably 3 years ago. I played it for a couple months and I kind of lost interest. But I know they added a bunch of stuff though, so I need to come back to it.
Well, I mean, you're not. I mean, I guess you'd be missing stuff, but.
They'll have to wait.
Didn't they add that one area where it's like open world, kind of?
Oh yeah, they added. I think they have 4 of them.
Right.
No, I think it's only 3. Oh well, whatever. It's like 3 or 4.
We need to find the source of the contamination.
Oh, they're destroying my ship!
There's one for basically every faction, every major faction.
Right.
We'll see what we can do.
No system is safe.
Also, apparently melee weapons ignore shields, and not like the energy shields kind. I mean like metal ballistic shields. Because I can just stab this guy in the face through his ballistic shield right here.
I'm like a mirror.
I am a tornado of death and bullets. Oh gosh, I can't believe I haven't made a Beyblade joke about this loadout right here.
Beyblade, I haven't heard that for a long time.
Okay. Beyblade, let it rip. Let's fight an epic battle.
You know,
Face off and spin the metal.
Oh my, well, you know, when he says Beyblade, let it rip. Sounds right. Let it rip.
Amazing. Anyway, yeah, I can't like. So everyone makes the Beyblade joke about a certain like greatsword stance that you can use, where if you move while you attack, you can spin it. You use the sword as a counterweight and spin in a circle, swinging the sword.
Right.
But this one could be debatably called even more of a Beyblade strategy, because these claws I have, there's the stance that I have on them right now. When you move an attack, they do a kind of like double slice, like a double slash, and then you spin around in a circle.
Okay.
Oh wait, crap! I should have run. Run away! Run away! Run away!
Yeah, you know, I gotta get you set up. I gotta get you set up on this game because I think we might be able to land this one. And I think you'll most definitely like this too, Dad, because it features.
Well, you gotta tell me what it is. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, Universe at Work.
You'll
like this. You'll like this because it has actual workers that build. So you can build multiple stuff, multiple workers.
Nice.
Yep.
Systems check.
It's got the good building system.
It does, yeah. The building system that makes sense.
Orders received.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I still don't know who
have
thinks it's a
people-
good idea to build one thing at a time. I don't know who thinks that's a good idea.
That's just like a severe limiter.
It is. I just want to take those bricks.
Imagine having tanks that you care about.
Yeah. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. I might lose.
I think that's my favorite single strategy in any RTS game is the China Zerg strategy.
Yeah.
Events are in motion.
Back. The Marines are doing nothing for me.
Shoot me with your lasers all you want.
Oh,
Corpus
smokes.
nerds. I will chop you into pieces like my potatoes in the morning. I chop my potatoes very finely. They're pretty big chunks.
Oh my gosh.
I do wash my potatoes properly though.
Hey, where's my? What are they doing?
Also, after much trial and error, I figured out how to actually cook my potatoes right. And so they're not undercooked and half crunchy and half like soft.
Oh, you know what? Oh crap! I'm not in range. Yeah, she's got to heal up.
My input, like, gosh, my input list for this match probably is just like if you held down E on a Word document for 6 hours.
Right.
That's probably what it looks like. Because E is my melee button. And I've literally
that makes sense.
walking
Yeah.
around murdering everything. Hand-to-hand combat.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that's what's going down, Holmes. Freaking they're okay. When they explode, like they burst into like poop, and that's hurting me.
When they explode, they burst into like poop. And that's hurt.
What? I mean, it's what it looks like. We're not, okay.
Oh, that's incredible.
I mean, it's like
Oh, that's amazing.
It's like stop farting on me. It's like come on.
Quit it. I'm not into that.
Systems check.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Fully functional.
I don't know. Hey, can like the dropship like give me like more than 2 units, please?
No.
Oh my gosh. It's like,
Submit your orders. Two
Dude,
lines are better
you think
than
that they
one.
would ever, like, actually care about these...
do you think they
supposed-
actually care about the player? No.
No,
This
okay,
is
okay.
Petroglyph.
Systems
Alright,
checked.
so
That's a good direction.
in every RTS campaign I have ever played, they send you on these missions, like you're the commander that they send on all these like super dangerous high value missions, right?
Yep.
Like if you fail this mission, like the entire world's gonna freaking blow up.
Allegedly.
Right.
Allegedly, yeah.
Yet what they don't do for you is send any form of any support.
Two lines are better than one.
Yeah, see, yeah, that's okay. Like, it's
That
hard
they want,
Systems checked.
you think they want to like help you out if you're having trouble on a mission that will save the entire universe. But no, they just drop you with a dozer and a command center, and then you're like, alright, well, can I get some fire support? No.
Yep, there's the toxic coop again.
Anyway, you were saying about Red Alert? Sorry.
No, so Red Alert 2 is like the same thing. Like they send you, they severely like, in the single player missions, they severely like limit your ability to defend yourself.
On our way. Two lines are better
Hang on a
than
minute.
one.
Stupid.
Reinforcements have arrived.
That's a good direction. Orders received.
Equipment,
Fully functional.
memory, our games, what was this one?
Submit your orders.
Primary mercenary.
Two lines are better than one.
I'ma look it up
Back
on
up,
the wiki.
back up.
Oh wait, hold on.
Systems checked. Fully functional.
Look it up on the wiki.
Oh, the,
Submit your orders.
Primary
Two lines are better
merciless.
than one.
That's the one. That's what I want, because it makes me do more damage.
hey, it says reinforcements have arrived. Oh my gosh. Well, no wonder we're like having problems here because freaking,
Events are in motion.
you know, they're saying reinforcements incoming. Let's spawn them at the other side of the map. Like that's great. I love that. You know? Oh, sick. Now my Gundam's like
On
broken.
our way.
There you go.
Submit your orders.
Oh yeah, let's just spawn them.
Oh, great. Oh, then now it is.
Two lines are better
So
than
how about this game? How about when reinforcements are incoming, why don't you spawn, like it says reinforcements have
Systems
arrived,
check.
and then a minute later it drops in my troops.
Fully functional.
Hey,
Reinforcements have arrived, but they haven't actually arrived. That
so,
was a
okay,
lie.
so hey, Exotic, so this is called Universe at War. This was so Petroglyph,
Objective completed.
who made the original Command & Conquer, they made, oops, hold up.
Sir, the hierarchy
Hang
base
on.
has been detected to the east of your current location.
What kind of resistance are we facing?
It appears to be a fairly small outpost. Our target is the detection drone. Hacking into it should provide us with useful data on the hierarchy's
You alright
operations.
there? You kind of went silent.
Understood.
No, it's a cutscene.
Hacker in transit to
Oh.
detection drone.
Anyway, so Exotic, this game is basically a RTS that so Petroglyph made it, and did EA publish it? I think EA might have published it, I think. Anyway, so but this was supposed to be, I guess, a series of games. Like it was supposed to be a trilogy, but they only made one game. I don't know if Petroglyph and EA had creative differences or something, but it's just like an RTS where instead of, it flips the script, so instead of controlling humans, you control 3 alien factions, which all play pretty differently, but the whole concept is like, so the hierarchy, which is basically the tripods from War of the Worlds, is what they look like. They're basically planet hopping, and they're destroying planets, and so now they targeted Earth, so the Corvus, which are these guys I'm playing as, are like the other, they're like this one faction that's like been fighting them for years trying to protect planets. So the whole concept is the hierarchy invades Earth, Corvus are trying to stop it, and then there's another faction that I have not gone to in the story yet, which is involved too. But it's basically, it's basically Earth Defense Force Simulator is what it basically is.
Wait, I think there's actually a game for that.
There is a game called Earth Defense Force, but this is, that's why I call it, this is Earth Defense Force Simulator. Because this is basically like the whole concept is you basically have to
That's a good direction.
you play as factions that are protecting the Earth from this evil alien invasion.
Aren't there like 7 Earth Defense Force games?
There's a ton of Earth, and they're actually pretty fun.
Yeah.
Anyway, so crap. Anyway, so
And now he died.
and no, I'm good. What was I saying? Yeah, so the RTS stands for real-time strategy, exotic,
As opposed
Bobby said.
to turn-based strategy.
Which is fun, but it really depends on the game for me.
I don't know. I've never liked turn-based strategy a whole lot.
Have arrived.
I don't
never
mind.
liked it,
The thing
honestly.
is, I don't mind a turn-based strategy, but it has to be a certain type of. It has to be a certain game or a certain franchise, because I like real-time strategy more most of the time because it is, you know, it's a more active playing field, and in my opinion, it takes
You can adapt instantly.
Yeah, it takes
mine.
more. Well, and I think it takes more skill to be a good real-time strategy player because you're constantly being attacked. Like it's real time, so you have to make your decisions on the fly, and you have to be very adaptable. Turn-based, you can be adaptable, but not like this. So I would argue the better player is the person using real-time strategy.
Yeah.
And it's more engaging. It's a more engaging experience because again, like you're constantly playing the game as opposed to waiting turns.
That's a good direction.
Okay, so what am I supposed to do here? Aw, don't even tell me.
2 minds are better than one.
Okay, hopefully they airdrop me in these people. I think I'm missing my guys. No, they dropped me.
Systems check.
So what's the point? So confused. Also, Lieutenant Baird from Gears of War Exotic voices the guy with the minigun right here.
Submit your orders. Orders received.
I don't know what I'm
2
supposed to
minds
do
are better
here.
than one.
Spoilers for Gears of War 3, a game that
Oh,
came
it's-
out 8 years ago. Dom frickin' dies.
I know. Me and him played a couple of we played a couple matches.
Reinforcements have
We
arrived.
did a match on over internet with Borderlands, and it looks like it's stable, but we'll see what happens.
You're right, I absolutely want to get rid of this. Get it out of my inventory. This one looks bad.
Fully functional.
Also, I changed my ringtone, Bobby and Exotic, to this chick. Or not my ringtone, I guess my notification tone. So every time I get a text, she goes, "Submit your orders," and it's hilarious because, see, it's hilarious because when I'm in a group of people or my family, they'll hear my text tone and they go, and they're like, "What is that?"
Submit your orders.
And I'm like, "It's Mirabelle," and they're like, "Huh?" I'm like, "Exactly."
Exactly. You have no idea what I'm talking
Systems check.
Yeah. Well, see, and it makes sense because I'm always getting constantly called to do errands, so submit your orders makes sense because I'm always getting
Objective
called
completed.
to do stuff, so, from my family, so I'm like, hey, look, it makes
Are the
sense.
hackers in place?
They're downloading now.
this any
The
better?
sentience proved a loyal ally.
Their will to survive was never in question.
Die Küken.
However, you cannot